Hello friends, welcome back to Yoga with Paige. Today's class focuses on strengthening through the shoulders, arms, and core. So as we flow through today, make sure to use your breath to help you stabilize, deepen, and control those muscles. So whenever you're ready, grab your mat and we can get started. We start today in easy seat, grounding down through the sit bones, rising up through the crown of the head, just taking a moment to come into this practice. In this moment, let everything else go. We're here to move. So take one deep breath in through the nose, fill the belly and the lungs with air, and then exhale, expel it all out. Take the left fingertips to the mat, right arm reaches above, and we just find big arm circles. So just working through opening up mobility in the shoulder, first going backwards, then making sure to reverse and going back first, and then bringing the arm in front, just gently waking it up. So even yourself out, and then take the right fingertips to the mat, and switch arms. Just working through the shoulder, feeling any tension areas, maybe noticing some little cricks and cracks. It's totally normal, it's okay. Don't have fear. Making sure to reverse the circle. Beautiful. Then coming back to a neutral spine, taking the hands out in front, and just rolling the wrists around. So warming up through the wrists, finding any movement here that feels good. Maybe we have the hands free floating, or we can interlace the fingers, roll them around that way. Just taking a few breaths to warm them up, get them all loose. Perfect. We can release the hands, send them out to shoulder height. Crossing them in front of the chest, left scoops underneath the right, and we inhale, bring the hands up. One big breath here, really round through the back, opening space between the scapula. Beautiful. One more breath here, raise the hands up. Exhale, release. To ravel the other way, trying to meet palms. If we can't touch the hands together, that's fine. That is okay. We just try and do our best. Beautiful. Keep opening, keep breathing. And release. Taking the right hand above the head, left comes behind the back. Bending both at the elbows, trying to reach fingertips, opening up through this front right shoulder. Just noticing how this feels in the body. Notice the opening, even if we can't reach our fingers. Beautiful. Exhale, release to switch. Circle the arms around. Reach for those fingertips. I can barely reach on this one. There's usually a difference in our sides. Maybe you find that today. Maybe you notice that. One big breath here. Exhale to release. And we take the hands in front, come onto the knees, finding our tabletop position, spreading wide through the fingertips, grounding through the tops of the feet. Inhale, peel the left arm up, reach it high. Exhale, thread the needle. Moving with the breath. Again, inhale, reach up. Exhale, thread. So each time we're moving, we're going to do this 5 times. We might notice ourselves opening up just a little bit more each time. 2 more. Here we go. Exhale. Moving with your breath might be a little bit different pace than mine. Beautiful. And then the last one, reach it up, finish it out. Meet back in tabletop. Peeling the right up, inhale. And exhale, 5 on this side. There's 1. Making sure we're grounding through the other hand, gripping with the fingers. We're here to strengthen and lengthen at the same time. Beautiful. And once you have your 5, reach up, finish it out, come back to tabletop, tuck the toes, and come into downward facing dog, paddling out the feet, waking up the backs of the legs, sending the hips up, crown of the head down, find length in downward dog first. Take your time moving there. Big toes together. Gazing at the hands, inhale, lift the heels, roll through the back to high plank. Hold here. Bend the right knee, bend the left knee. Send the hips back, downward facing dog. Connecting to your core, inhale, lift the heels and roll to high plank. And then we bend one knee and the other knee and back to downward facing dog. Inhale, lift, roll. Strong here, sucking the navel into the spine. Back, downward facing dog. 2 more, you got this. I know you can. Inhale, lift, high plank. Beautiful. 1 more. Maybe we feel the core burning or the shoulders burning already. High plank. That's a good thing. Back to downward facing dog. Gazing at the hands, we're going to make our way to the top of the mat and forward fold. Inhale to rise, hands come above the head. Exhale, mountain. Take 1 breath here. Ground down through the feet. Connect to your core, your strength. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, flat back, dive down. Inhale, halfway lift, reach through the crown. Exhale, plant the hands, step back, plank pose, taking a controlled and slow vinyasa. Extra points if you add in a push-up. Elbows down, push back up to plank. Now we take our vinyasa. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Beautiful. Preparing for dolphin, coming down onto the elbows. Maybe walking the feet up a little bit closer. Then pushing away from the mat, using the hands to really push from the mat, opening up through the shoulders. Beautiful. Holding here. 1 more deep breath. And then on this next exhale, try to tap your nose to your hands or in between the mat, in between the hands. And back to dolphin. 5 of these. Maybe you go a little slower, we control it. We're really working through the shoulders here. Use your breath. Beautiful. Feel yourself gaining more strength, more inner power. There we are. Steadying yourself in dolphin pose once you're finished. And gazing at the hands, slowly pressing up onto the hands, coming back into downward facing dog. Gazing at the hands, we're going to bend the knees just a little bit, but pull yourself through to upward facing dog. So we bend the elbows, bring the chest close to the mat, pull yourself through upward facing dog. We're in upward facing dog, and exhale, bring the chest close to the mat, bending the elbows nice and strong. And inhale, upward facing dog. Keeping the toes tucked, I untucked them, and it made that very difficult. 2 more of these, trying to touch the nose, but just getting as close as you can. Working through the triceps, the biceps. One more. Exhale. Then release down onto the mat. Maybe shake out the arms a little bit. Take one moment of resting breath here, taking the right forearm on top of the left, placing the forehead down, crocodile pose. Finding length in the spine, calming down the heart rate for a moment. Beautiful. Inhale, lift the head. Take the hands underneath the shoulders. Tuck the toes. With control and power, press back up into plank pose. High plank. This is going to be fun. You're going to love this one. Turning the toes to the right side. Peel the right arm up, coming into our side plank. Taking our time to find our position here. Stacking the feet, sending the hips up high, gripping through the fingers. Using your core, bend the top knee, crunch it in. 5 of these. Extend, crunch. You got it. Beautiful. One more. 5. Then sweep that arm around. High plank, hold here. 1 breath. Exhale, come into the other side, reaching that left arm up. Stack the feet, grip through the fingers, and then crunch. 1, 2, 3. Keep that navel sucked into the spine. We're almost done. 5. Release back to plank pose. Come down onto the knees. Slide back, sitting on the heels. Inhale, reach the arms up, and exhale, find the opposite elbow. Just taking a moment here to rest, to slow down the heart. Drawing the shoulders down, finding space. Then release the right hand. Try to find the small of your neck, the middle of your back, using the left arm to pull it back. Beautiful. Switching sides, gently and carefully. Exhale to release. Come onto the sit bones. Extend the legs out, boat pose. The shins are parallel to the mat. We're holding ourselves up high. Yes, you can do it. This is the last bit, I promise. Hands at heart center. Tapping into your strength. Tap the right toes down, and then the left, and the right, and the left. Keep going. 3, 4, 10 times each side. 5, we're halfway there. 6, still sitting up nice and tall. 7, pulling the chest into the thighs. 8, 9, maybe we're shaking. That's good. 10. And release. Seeing if we can release really slow and controlled. Going through low boat first, and then releasing to the mat. And I have to scoot back. Coming onto the back. Soles of the feet are on the mat, hip width apart. Arms are by the sides, palms facing down. Catch your breath. And on this next exhale, send the hips up, bridge pose. Squeezing through the glutes, keeping the knees in together. Release. This time, take the arms up, point the fingers up towards the ceiling. Inhale, and exhale, raise the arms overhead as you send the pelvis up. Beautiful, holding here. Squeeze. Exhale, release the hips, tuck the knees into the chest, give yourself a little rock, little feel-good moment here. Breathing. Exhale, release the feet to the mat again, about hip width apart. Sending the arms out to the sides, shoulder height. Taking the right arm and trying to reach it over the chest. And then back. And then the left arm over. And we probably won't reach all the way. This is just a little bit of a mobility, stretching exercise. Just like we're closing a book. Whoop. Beautiful. Then releasing the arms above the head, extending the legs out long. Inhale, squeeze everything. Find one final little stretch. And exhale to release. Finding a few moments in corpse pose here. Just letting everything sink in. Finding our natural breathing pattern. Taking a sweet moment of rest. The ease after the effort. You deserve these sweet little moments. Just to be and breathe. We can stay here as long as we feel the need to rest. Or we can gently make any movements to wake our body up. And then find ourselves coming to one side. And gently pressing up into a sitting position. Come out here. Where I thank you for joining me in this little yoga workout hybrid practice today. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, I would love to know how your experience went, or if you didn't, down below in the comments. If you did enjoy it though, please give this video a thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button if you're not already to never miss more free daily yoga classes. Until next time on the mat, my friends, namaste.